Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. This is still being built. You're done. Only that's being built. Kind of want to see. Like, can I use finished buildings to just make a bit of a wall? Which can be confusing. I mean, not if you get good, scrub. I mean, that's just the answer. You just gotta be better. Just get good. Dump the clinic over here. And we'll just leave the hut that we're still working on, right? Yeah, the fields will bounce off and then we can go through. These we still bounce off of. So this is just where we'll put finished buildings for now. Give me more rock. So we can get a shoemaker in here, something for us to work on. Okay, let's get the military academy. Leadership, endurance, base strength, speed. Oh, not expand, just move. Rearrange. Like that. Then plop you here. And now do a little harvest. Let's look at that projected bounce line. But, no, they go through it. Whatever, we're gonna harvest a whole lot. No construction, only harvestry. They did enable you can't skip cutscenes in the reboots, or rather the remaster of Final Fantasy X. That's nuts. That's like the first quality of life thing you do for a remaster. Because the assumption's always like, oh, the people that are playing this are people that play the original. They might want to be able to skip those. What's going on, Tagi? That is weird. You know what? If you're making extra money, we'll do it. No, I like leveling new people. Except for the cohabitants. They're a little rough on this level. We'll bring them to an earlier level soon. One more with you, maybe? It's kind of fun watching what he does. Like, I'm a notorious cutscene enjoyer. I like watching cutscenes, like a sicko. But even I would say, like, put in the skip button. Alright, we'll take some of Alias's tips and tricks to heart here. Like, we'll try and avoid being hit a little bit, which I think is an odd choice, but Least we could do is listen to our friends, right? Right. I don't have to lift my hand. He's gonna be choosing for me. We trust in the professor. He knows what's best. This doesn't really impact any of you, but I'm excited about it, so I'm gonna tell you. But I get to try out Rift Wizard 3 tomorrow. Suckers. Only I get to. But then I get to tell you what I think about it on Wednesday. I'm very excited, though. Super early alpha, but, like, I want a taste, and I get a taste. It's very exciting. As far as I know, I'm allowed to say that. I wasn't sworn to that kind of secrecy. You lied! It's true! Oh yeah, Opportunity Drive's been working on it. It has a whole new engine, new graphic style. I'm very excited to take a look. And then I'll report back on Wednesday with my initial thoughts and feedback. Are they finally gonna add microtransactions? We've been talking them from years. Been telling them the only way to make it better is microtransactions, obviously. A gotcha system, microtransactions, all the good stuff. I might be allowed to record it and put it on YouTube, in which case people will get to see, but we don't know yet. I'll know for sure tomorrow. An extraction shooter with a battle royale element to it, of course. What else could we say? Oh, loot boxes. We need loot boxes on top of the gacha system. What other horrible things can we put in there? A season pass, obviously. Gotta have a season pass. I mean, you could take almost anything and say, like, and it's wizard and magic based. I'd be like, alright, I'll try it. Like, I would play a wizard based extraction shooter. Obviously, Denovu DRM will be installed automatically. Always online required, of course. Pay to win's got to be a big mechanic to it. This is an Epic Games exclusive from the Ubisoft launcher. All the artwork and music's made with AI, of course. Gotta have some dailies in there. Jaxie, what's going on? Yeah, we're talking about, like, what's every bad decision you can make for a video game. Put it all in one game. Ooh, the archery range. Let me just catch up on chat a little bit. We had a lot of jokes happening at once. Make it an actual video game. Needs a stamina bar. Ah! I was looking at chat. Hourly subscription, yeah, good, good. A fine choice, Professor. Metal ball, good. What's going on, Buzzer? Can't be spoiled. Fair enough, fair enough. Sell the studio to EA. Classic move. They can interrupt gameplay to ask you to join a Discord server. And of course have in-game advertisements. Vision. Brood mother, all right. Oh, I forgot the most important one. It is a Switch 2 exclusive. And will cost $85 on release. Horrible giant owls. They're close. They're close. Come on. One's down. The idea of the sequel's gonna cross over made you less excited. Maybe that's all those movies are like interconnected nonsense. We'll exchange gold for the resources. That's just handy. Oh, PlayStation 6 is clear, not even out yet. That's amazing. Yeah, I feel like a lot of folks are at that stage where it's like, I just kind of want a standalone movie and not something that requires homework. Opportunity's actually the one developing. As far as I know, it's pretty much all Opportunity Drive. I believe Dylan still gives feedback and is like involved, but Opportunity is the one actually doing the work. Unskippable cutscene unless you pay money. Oh, we're fully upgraded, huh? Crossover skins. Yeah, when they get close and they start chanting like that, it's very good. My understanding is that Dylan wanted to focus on other stuff for a while, so he hired Opportunity to kind of take over as a developer. Like, he's still involved, but Opportunity's driving the boat. But I'm not too privy to, like, that kind of stuff. That's just what I remember Dylan posted in the updates to Rift Wizard and in the Discord. Can only be purchased with sponsored crossover promotions. Yeah, the Dark Orb, but you want to be careful with like what you pair it with. What the Professor doesn't seem to do. He's just like, all right, I'll do it with this one, because it's a one-time fire, like it breaks. And if you pair it with something that benefits from extra bounces, like you're just losing out. Yeah, Laser worked out, but I still think Laser, like, would have benefited from bouncing around more. Mountain Dew Code Red! Could you imagine Dark with Ghost? I'd be so sad. All these horrible things people said, it happens to be a... Well, no, this is all imaginary. We're making jokes. I said Switch too. I mean, there's only two choices. It's either going to be on a Sony console or a Nintendo console. Since chances are we won't be seeing another Xbox console ever again. Ape hearts are not terribly useful. I usually just sell them or throw them away. Let's remove some ads. Yeah, you little monsters. Way more aggressive with the ads this time around. Come on, you little jerks. It's a completely different fight this time around. Just bounce him off this guy. Send my children around back. But that's not an Xbox handheld. Called the Xbox Ally? I had no idea. Are NVIDIA Shields relevant anymore? I don't know, when's the last time they released one of those? I feel like the only thing that's relevant is a Steam Deck at this point. Ugh, I want to be forward, but I can't because they get those melee attacks in. Stone, he's making the right choice there. Is Asus ever bad? I mean, every company, full stop, period, is bad sometimes, if not most of the time. Neum! Thank you for that raid! That's a question for Biscotti Muncher in the Discord. They live and breathe computer hardware. Thank you for that raid meme. What were you chatting about? Tell me about your stream. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Chris here at Shake the Box. We're playing Ball Pit. We just beat the boss, which is why I was focused. Prepare to be boarded. What was going on in your stream? Everyone should check out Neem, of course. Yes, I'm pleased to be done with this snake. Welcome back, Chad, after spending 2 weeks in France. How was your vacation in France? Whoa. The Desert Trophy. The Cogitator has leveled up a bunch. Harvest clock by 4 seconds. Oh, baby, yes. I'm glad it was good. I'm alright. I'm enjoying some ball pit time here. Some new stuff added. Cool. The French cuisine? I mean, I would hope so. If you're going to France, you're eating good food, I hope. I feel like a market's a good idea. Definitely want all of these buildings at some point. 30 stone! Good God. I feel like that's less of an Xbox console slash handheld and more of a deal they made for branding reasons with Xbox. Or specifically Microsoft. Azrael, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Shake the Box family. Very happy to have you here. Yeah, 30 stone's steep. Like, generally speaking, like, if Sony releases a handheld, you have the PSP, the Vita, Nintendo does it. Although that's weird because we have the Switch and the Switch 2, which are hybrid. Even Steam, like, they're in-house. They are producing their own Steam decks. This just seems like more of a, like, oh, you guys make that thing? Let's make a little promotional thing. We'll put our name on it. If I went back to France, I'd just go and hang out in Lyon and eat all the food. Hell yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, it's more of a brand deal than anything else. With Game Pass, I just canceled my Game Pass after they hiked up their prices. Bye-bye Game Pass. pay you a $1 jillion to not use Linux. What I found really funny, someone was doing some deep dives into stats, and with the advent of this whole, like, we're killing Windows 10, you have to use Windows 11, there was a big spike in Windows 7 installations, like specifically in Asian countries. Like, just a big jump. Well, big in quotes, because we're still talking like 13%, but for an OS, that's like kind of crazy. But we were talking the other day about Windows installations, and I was saying, like, 7's the best one. Like, hands down, 7 was right before they started doing annoying things with, like, trying to integrate their mobile experience with their desktop experience, without integrating stupid advertisements and their own internal store. Like, 7 was the last true, like, this is an operating system that stands alone. So I understand why folks would go back to 7, especially because at that point, like, no one's gonna make a virus for that now. It's pretty much done and buried. People are gonna focus on 10 because it's recently going out of service, and it'll be vulnerable, and you're gonna focus on 11. Here's a selling point: you can just plug the Ally into a computer and play on the computer. What? That's not a selling point. You could just sit at the computer and play on the computer. Exactly, Pix, like, with enough time passing. Windows XP was the last decent OS. For me, 7. Like, XP was really good. 7 had a lot of things you like about XP, with a lot of nice stuff in it. Like I said, 7 was the last, like, that's the line in the sand before things got bad. I feel like 8 was, like, the turning point, and it just got progressively more frustrating. But if you are going to be, like, streaming, a lot of these things require newer versions of Windows, which frustratingly meant I had to be dragged forward away from 7. Yeah, my experience with Linux was Ubuntu. Like, I did a lot of Ubuntu, and I did like Ubuntu. I love thinking you're getting an error because you can't run the virus. Bankai, you recently became a Linux gal. What version of Linux are you using? Like I said, Ubuntu is my experience with Linux, but there's so many different distros of Linux. When Ubuntu came out, it used Linux exclusively for 5 years. It's good. Ubuntu's good. Microsoft wrote the NT kernel with other engineers not from Microsoft, so Microsoft has never had a good core OS team. I find that hard to refute, yes. It's still Ubuntu, alright. I've only used Arch and Ubuntu. I kind of want to use Ubuntu again. Ubuntu was smooth. Really felt good. I liked Ubuntu. Oh yeah, like I was agreeing with you, Azrael. Like, those sound like accurate statements to me. You need to be hit a few more times. You need to be hit a few more times. I don't think I want to build anything new until these are done. I mean, if you like it, Panda, that's all that matters. And do what you enjoy. Well, that's not for me. I don't need that. Like, if I were going to spend money on something like that, I'd be spending the money on a Steam Deck. You're a Linux nerd? Nice. I remember when the PS2 ran Linux. Let's just go for building this building. If we're lucky, they'll bounce back and hit this a bunch of times. Yes, yes, yeah! That was perfect. Perfect harvestry. New character. But really, like, for me, I would rather, like, I'd rather just spend the money on computer parts, have a decent computer, and then secondary to that, if I was going to have a console, I enjoy my PlayStation 5. And that's pretty much it. Only two things I really need. A friend of mine's son wants to get into a lot of computer things. Yeah, I feel like the Steam Deck sweet spot is right there. Like, entry-level PC experience, especially for kids, makes perfect sense to me. Is that why the file size is so big? Alright, these are both done. Into the housing ghetto with you. But Game Pass! I canceled my Game Pass. They jacked up the price. Fuck them. Not worth it anymore. But the kids will care. I mean, the thing with Steam is, with the Steam sales happening as regularly as they are, why even bother with a monthly payment system for games that will come and go? Simply wait 3 months. A Steam sale will happen. You can get so many games for a few bucks. Like, you could add so many things to your Steam Deck so quickly. Children are unaware of Steam sales. I mean, if they're using a Steam Deck, I feel like they will be aware of them, because when they launch their Steam Deck and open it, it will have it right on the front page. Like, the way children operate right now is they play Roblox, and they ask their parents for Robux, and they get little gift cards, and they put them into their Roblox, and they download a bunch of stuff in Roblox. If you give them a Steam Deck, you could just put Steam gift cards in there, and they could just buy what they want. Got the first Hades a couple months ago? Yeah, like, you can get games on Steam for dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Right now, it's mostly done via the PS and the PS Store. Yep. Like, my niece and nephew live in Roblox. They only want Robux. Occasionally, my nephew wants what did you call it? V-Bucks for the thingy-mabobbin. This is not how it's gonna work, and you know it. What? Like, literally, I'm telling you how it actually works. How much exposure do you have in children? Like, I have a niece and a nephew, like, in this age range. I'm talking about how they operate. Steam Deck's a bit more open. Oh, way more open. Fortnite! Yeah, they want the V-Bucks for their Fortnite. But here's the thing, you could put Fortnite and Roblox, you could put them on the Steam Deck. You could put them on there. Like, literally, you could put the Epic Game Store on the Steam Deck with Fortnite. You could put Roblox on there. It's easy to do. I want the military academy first. And it's perfectly designed to catch balls with that little mouth there. Let's plop that one down. Speed, endurance, dexterity. I mean, baby ball damage is good, so let's put this on there too. Oh yeah, that's perfect for catching balls. Yeah, Steam Deck is incredibly open and modifiable. Hey, what the kids are actually doing are phones and iPads. Like, they don't need any of this stuff if they're just playing those two things. You know who else is perfect for catching balls with that little mouth? Mr. Bucket. Is it gonna be Mr. Bucket? You gotta get the parrots on board, which again, if that's the direction we're going, then this whole conversation's moot, because cell phone or an iPad, like, that's what they're going to play both the things we're talking about on. You could play Fortnite on an iPad, and you can play Roblox on an iPad, or they're gonna play it on their PlayStation, or their Xbox, or their Nintendo Switch. Like, if you are looking to get your child into PC gaming, that was the lead up to this conversation. That's how we got to Steam Deck. They had a whole lawsuit about it, yeah. Or the one who's determined to be the tech decider, yeah. It's gonna be an Asus ally. No, it won't. It absolutely won't. My goodness, no. Unless that Asus ally has as much, like, shelf space in a Target or a Walmart as the other two options, which are a Switch or a PlayStation. And yeah, exactly. Like, if the other option is we're just gonna buy an on-sale iPad and it's gonna do what the kids want, done. Donezo. No, I don't mean literally how much space. I don't mean how much literal space on a shelf. I'm talking about when a store is determining how to, like, stock themselves. They dedicate so much, like, shelf space to things. Like, the Switch and the PlayStation are gonna get the actual space on those shelves. Marked by countless battles, he awaits his next assignment. Balls always pierce. Oh. Embedded's what I want. It's gonna go right in the Xbox spot. I don't know. Unlikely. It might get a little bit of space, but more likely they'll just keep the Xboxes on the shelf until Microsoft discontinues hardware. It's all over the Xbox consoles right now. That's fine, but that won't change how Target works or Walmart. I mean, time will say. Yeah, Bankai summed it up. They're much more mummy-esque than I gave them credit for. I thought they were just kind of bandaged. This is definitely their floor, their level. Oh, I get to pick. I forgot what that was like. That's nice. I might as well go broad first and then start narrowing down. For the discerning parent looking to get their children into PC gaming, though, a Steam Deck is a fine way to do it. Teach the kids some money sense? No. Like, they'll do what they already do. It's just instead of getting a Robux card or a iTunes card or a V-Bucks card, it's just gonna be a Steam card. Make them learn basic. So now that we automatically have piercing, I am curious, like, does the dark ball just hit the first guy and blow up still, or will it apply its effect as it goes through? You just think about all the random crap that's on Steam made by random people. Have you heard of Roblox? Yeah, Dark Ball is exploded when it hits an enemy. But the whole idea with, like, piercing is that you want it to pass through people. We haven't gotten to the boss yet. Let's get some more splash damage. Like, since I let my nephew use the computer I leave in New York, I create a bespoke Steam library for them. Like, I pick up their games and put them in there for them. And if they want to buy something in there, they can. If they make a bad choice, that's part of the PC gaming experience. We have a good amount of area of effect stuff. Let's take it. Yeah, it's worth a try. Exactly. They're better off with just some crappy games on Steam. No evolutions, huh? Really thought lightning and fire would have something. So my ball's already passed through stuff, so we want to, like, combine some nice things. So lightning and fire, or poison and fire, or poison and lightning, any of these would be good. Lightning spreads around, so I think that applying poison makes a lot of sense. You straight refuse? Even on my system with my nephew, it's like, do you want to play Fortnite? It's like, yes. But only if we're playing, like, proper maps. Like, whatever the season is, we're allowed to do that. I'll occasionally let him talk me into build mode, but I prefer non-build mode. Oops, wrong one and backs out. I would like to see that too. That'd be really funny. But I'm there with you, Enon. Bully! Yeah, but those are easy to turn off immediately in the store. Yes. Like, I try to advocate for user-made content in games, but the fact of the matter is, it's mostly bad stuff. Does he have an upside? I try to remember what his other stuff is. Man, piercing is great for crowd control, but it's really rough for boss fights. And this character is pure piercing. I've only been playing with my balls for 5 hours. Such a small amount of time to play with my balls. He's so close to dead, just die! Just die! God damn it. Yeah, this is tough for the boss fights. Like, the bosses, you really benefit from bouncing a ball off of enemies into the boss, off enemies into the boss. If it's going to pass through, we don't get that benefit. So, like, damage over time stuff is nice, or initial heavy hits. Like, the iron ball would be a smart grab. Yeah, you're all watching me play with my balls. What's that say about you? Huh? Piece of candy, huh? Pulparin dots. These are Mexican Mandarin candies. They're so hard to open. I just need my piece of candy. There we go. Hey, a tamarind. This is actually the tail end of my Mexico box, and I just received a Scandinavian box. So I'm trying to finish. I'm polishing off the Mexican box. Grape Gatorade. All right, all built, all harvested. I would. It's Universal Yums. My family signed me up for it, and I've been very much enjoying it. The only frustration you'll have is occasionally you're going to eat something and it's going to be really, really good, and the grim realization is going to set in that this is not available in the United States. Like, I think the best thing I got in the Mexican box are Chipoy's Spicy Ranch. These were incredible. Delicious. Love those things. I think my favorite so far has been the Korean box was really good. But the box from, I want to say, Hungary was shockingly delicious. Fucking sorted. Yes, unfortunately, Enon, I would rate the Mexico box lower on my tier list for all the different boxes I've tried so far. Because, let me fucking tell you, you get a thing and you're like, oh, cool, it's like mango fruit leather. And then in the corner, with chile. Everything's got fucking chili powder on it. What's this? Mango candy? Coated in chili powder. A watermelon lollipop flavored with chili powder. And what do we got here? A gummy pop. Cubareta con chile. I do like licorice, and that's what I was saying. The box I have right now is Scandinavia, and there is a bunch of licorice stuff in there, and I like licorice. What are these? Potato chips? What are they flavored with? Chili flakes! Like fucking Lord. Like Enon made the joke and it was like, oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Is it all finished licorice? I don't know. Yo, can I get those chips? If you want to have some of them, you can have some of them. I haven't opened them up yet. But yes, the Mexico box is like maybe like a third of it was good, and then 2/3 of it, everything's coated in chili powder. Which I get it, like a lot of people like chili, but like I don't like watermelon with chili. Like it's a lot of fruity stuff mixed with chili, and like I don't like fruity stuff with chili unless it's like, I enjoy like a pineapple hot sauce is nice. Yeah, spicy chips are fine. I like spicy chips. But it's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. This is Patrick. All right, let's try you again. Yep, sweet but spicy. That's like that is the Mexico snack experience is a lot of sweet and spicy stuff. Shockingly, one of my favorite things in the Mexico box was like peanuts coated in soy sauce. The book that comes with the box is great. It explains like the cultural history of the snack and like why that flavor is prominent. And apparently there's a decent enough sized population of Japanese immigrants that there's like an overlap between Japanese food and Mexican food. So that was fun. Those were great. I love peanuts in general. So that was my favorite snack, probably. Right? Even though the Japanese palate really doesn't care for unsweet beans, which I always find funny. I enjoy both. Beans that are sweet and desserty, and also beans that are savory. I wish I had an H Mart nearby. I want to see a Mexican chef fuck up some noodles. Yeah. Red beans are amazing. The proper name for it's escaping me right now, though. Starts with an A, right? But I love me some nice red bean paste. KK, excuse me? Anko, yes, thank you. Anko paste. Alright, I need the iron ball. Like, I need something that's gonna be good direct damage. You were pretty close, pretty close. It's just fun to think about, like, two cultures that both like beans, but one culture went in a sweet direction, the other culture went in a savory direction. That fishing sucked! You would think, right? We have 5 colleges out here, no H-Mart. I do have like 2 local, little tiny international grocers though. Well, our first problem showing up. I think we're gonna be okay for this one. Got some friends to go with me to my current favorite Mexican place on Saturday. It's a mole place that does their own moles. That's an interesting thing. Traditional mole is like a chocolate spicy curry sauce, yeah. Stono Wegmans? Oh, you haven't gone yet. I mean, this is pointless, but it would give us 25 bonus damage. Yeah. Alright, hopefully we have a evolution available to us. Yeah, a lot of evolutions available. Sandstorm, radiation, earthquake poison. Swamp leaves behind tar blobs over time. Enemies who walk into tar blobs are dealt damage and are slowed by 50% for 7 seconds. Gain a stack of poison, can go up to 8 stacks. And they do damage nearby. Penetration relic lets you obliterate the first boss. I already have penetration, but that bonus damage will be nice. Where is it? What town's it in, the Wegmans? A wind laser ball? Yeah, sure. Passes through, does laser beams, area effect damage from laser, inflicts the wind status. Lake Grove, next to Smith Haven Mall. You know, I auto-completed that sentence. You didn't actually say Smith Haven Mall, you just said Smith Haven. That's how my brain thinks of Smithhaven. Across, oh, okay, good. It is Smithhaven. What if my mom's been there yet? Running low on water. Dark ball. Could make bomb again, but maybe I would go for bomb. Yeah, when I was back in New York, I wanted to like cook something for my folks. Cook a family meal. And my mom was like, "You gotta make this thing," and she was referring to a viral recipe off of like Instagram where you use certain things from Trader Joe's. And boy, is that Trader Joe's far away. Kind of looking to make a bomb, but Iron Swamp is probably good. Yeah. Why aren't you poisoned? Know your place. There you go. Grab these real fast. That's okay. One, they're both correct. Okay. I'm glad another archer's here. That makes me feel better. I feel like this iron ball is doing a lot of work. Hell yeah. Can you synergize a ball that's already part of a fusion? I'm not sure. I think we can merge them. Because I merged one synergized ball with a non-synergized one. Swamp is an evolution ball, and Iron's a normal ball, so those were able to go together. Interesting. More gold to harvest more immediately. Read none of that right. It said spend gold to harvest immediately. I also want to try that. We haven't actually been able to do that yet. What a waste. In order to do that, we would need to make an evolved ball and then get both the component parts again and make the same evolved ball somehow. Which doesn't sound impossible. Because our health bar and experience bar are wrapped advantages, it does kind of look like a penis. It's a curled bicep. No, that's a penis. Yeah. Oh. Everyone's poisoned. Yeah, zombies! Alright, zombies are great. I like zombies. Poisoned, on fire, being attacked by zombies. Living the dream. Little bounce out of the ground, guys. Hate you. Smiles like a goblin. It's just called flirting. You hit the girl you like and then you smile like a goblin. Isn't that how it works? Isn't that courtship? Pull their hair, show them the frog you have, and run away? Right, that's how your marriage happened. You landed on them! They were innocent. 25% damage boof. It's a critical giggle, yeah, you have to run away and giggle. Have a good night, Bankai. Sleep well. Oh, poisoned. Every time we fought the snake, it's been slightly different. Like this time we get the sandworms. There we go. There's the laser spam I expected. Why don't you turn into a zombie for me? More ads. Delightful. Oh, more! It's a regular party over here. Ooh, I do have a zombie. It's not doing a great job, but he's here and I appreciate him for it. I'd rather the laser beams. Bring back the scarabs. Get him, archers! Yeah, more archers. Back up. Sure, it's a healthy snake. Here, have some poison. It would really help me out if you died to poison. You're supposed to become a zombie, though. Angle of shots more. We get a bonus 25% if I hit them directly with it. So I don't want to bounce. I want to hit them and then bounce off the back. That way we do a bonus 25%. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it does, right? Balls go through enemies and deal 25% damage until they hit the back of the field. I guess if I can get really close and bounce it through him off the wall, we might be able to get 2 hits at 25%. But then when he adds ads, we get messed up. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. He's in the back, which is the other problem. Isn't someone made of health? He's so healthy. the zombies don't move. I should not have looked at chat. There we go. Increase pickup range by 0.5 tiles. Whoa. Whoa. That guy is a grind of a fight. It just lasts so long. Yeah, the zombies, I don't like that I could shoot my zombies. It makes me a little disappointed in them. Like, I was poisoning them and setting them on fire. They're great for the waves, like, they still just block them, but it doesn't seem like they help very much in the boss fight. Whoa. Whoa. Cool. Do we have all the blueprints from... No, we don't have all the blueprints from all the areas yet. There's like 3 left in one, 4 left in the other. Cool, 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 cool. 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 Oh, hell yeah, fungal forest? 3 gears, huh? I need to refill my water bottle. BRB.